Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kanye. To the new ones, welcome home. Please make sure that you subscribe, you like the page, share. You can even comment down below for any questions that we have. I'll be able to answer them. Okay, moving right along. I know I have not been posting for such a time. But yeah, I'm back. I'll try to make it up because the story is long and it really needs consistency so that people won't lose what was happening and get up into, you know. Anyway, all right, now I'm staying with my adopted parents and my sister. Life is good, everything is fine. I'm aware that I have a mother somewhere in Joburg. I've not seen her yet, and I'm aware that I've got grandparents. Okay, grandparents are still my father's parents, so I'm used to them. I know them. They used to come at my home more often, as I've mentioned before. So I happen to know my aunts and my uncle and my other extended family, which was fine, nothing wrong. Okay, now what happened is my adopted parents' marriage was broken. So they were separated. Fitoli has to go and stay in Motherwell. There was a new development there, so she bought herself a house and she stayed there. So we were left with my father. Fine, life was going on. My sister was attending school. I was attending school. Life was just normal. However, my biological mother's side, they saw that it is not right for a young girl like me to stay in a place where there's no mother figure. All right, I understand their concern. However, they pushed it to an extent that they made allegations that they even said my father said those things. And he told me in my face that he never said those things. How can he say those things about a young girl? I was 10, 11 years around there. So they said that me and Fitoli were trying to kill my father. Yes. So uh, they said I was taking, because my father reported that I was taking. Okay, let me put the story in an understandable manner. What happened is when Fitoli left, she left mostly with her clothing, you know. So as I mentioned that she was sewing and knitting, so she had a lot of material in the house. And by the time she left, she couldn't take everything with her. So what happened is, uh, where in front of my house, as I said, right in front of my house, where the mother who told me my biological parent is, next to her house, there was there was the only house with the phone. There were no cell phones at that time. There were landlines, and there were very few houses with landlines. So that house, it's in front of my house, but a little bit on the left side, because the ones the one in front of us is the one straight with the lady uh, of the news, and then next to her house is the one with the landline. And also the other both the houses next to that one, they had landlines, left and right side, they had landlines, but we mostly use the one which is on the left from my house. I hope that is clear enough. Then Fitoli will call me from that house, and they will call me. Back then, someone call, they will say, she's looking for Kanyisa. Who is this? I'm so and so. Okay, they know there's nothing wrong. So it's either they put the phone on the side or she will call back. So they went and called me from my house or wherever I was playing, and I'll go and answer the phone. So Fitoli requested me to take her material, her sewing material, the wools, the it was wools, crocheting needles, uh, like material, clothing material for clothes, for making clothes. So she had boxes of those. So she asked me to give it to the father of that house because they were working in the same area. And she asked me, how am I going to do that? I tell her I'll take the box. I know it's her belongings. And for me at that age, I saw nothing wrong because it's her things. They belong to her. No one is using them. They are just sitting there in my house. So I told her, I'll take the box and bring to that house. She said, no, I must take bits and pieces of plastics with wools inside, with material inside. I should not take the whole boxes because it's gonna be something to talk about and all that and all that. And bear in mind, now I'm a clever girl. She used to talk. She used to send me, everywhere, just giving me instructions, and I will do as instructed. So now I'm instructed as a child as well. So I was doing that, taking the wools, taking the things, taking the things. Unfortunately, I had to keep this as a secret from my father. All right. Even the neighbors, they are aware of this. So it was a known secret amongst few people. So I think my father realized that at a later stage that I'm taking things today. However, she told my grandmother, and they blew out of proportion that I was taking the underwears. Just imagine. I was taking the underwears of my father, giving them to Fitoli so that Fitoli can kill my father. So now they have an upper hand or a strong case that I must really go to Alice. So, and then I decided, I don't want to be in this dilemma of taking clothes, taking material, giving to that one, whereas they belong to her, and keeping secret to my father. And then I like, let me go stay by my uncle's by my uncle's house in Zweden for some time. It was an inconvenience for me because I was studying in closer to my home, and Zweden is far. So when I have to go to school, I have to travel. I have to take a taxi, which is costly than walking from my home. But I just wanted to be out of that, you know. Anyway, while I was there, so my grandmother and my cousin is my uncle's first daughter. I'll call her Mqiti. That's a nickname. I know she didn't like that, so I know most of the people won't be able to recognize that. But those who do, that's the honest truth. There's nothing I can do about it. So, Mqiti and my grandmother make a plan that I must go to Alice. No, actually, before that, the first time I saw my mother, my biological mother. She came to PE, she had a baby, her last born. I heard from my father that your mother is here and she's here to take you. I told them I don't want you to go, but they are doing it anyway. So we were sitting at home. It was me, Dombe, and since there were a lot of siblings, I think Dombe Kayas and Watis and all others were in the house. So my father was in the room. He was constantly in the room after the separation. He was constantly in the room. So someone came in and they told me, that's your mother. And I was like, huh? Anyway, so she came, she take out her baby, put it there. She wanted to beat the hell out of me. For what? Because I don't want to go to Alice. Why is that? Just imagine she traveled all the way from Joburg just for that. Fortunately for me, she came while she was busy taking off her baby. I jumped in the run with the back door and I was gone. So I couldn't go that year. And then they persuaded again the next year. So yes, then Kitty and my grandmother made the plan that I must go. Okay, this other day I was told I have to go to Alice and all that and all that. You know what? I was not happy about it. First thing in the morning, I wake up and I disappear. Kitty made it her job that she finds me. Just bear in mind, this very same person was staying in Alice. She knows the treatment there. She ran away from there because she was staying there. I met her there. She stayed there for a few years. And then when she went to her father for holiday, she didn't want to go back to Alice and she never went back. But now she's using all her effort to make sure that I go back where she doesn't want to be there. Just imagine. However, she found me and then take me back there. So my grandmother was finished up some few things because she has to buy some of the things in PE because other things are expensive in Alice and so forth and so forth. So this one was my watch guard, was my 24 watch guard. I don't know what happened. In the blink of an eye, I disappeared. And she thought I went away. I just went to the wardrobe and I stayed there literally the whole day. So she went all over and looked for me where she was looking for me and she could not find me. You know, being a child, I stayed there and I sleep and I sleep. And then after some time, I don't know how many hours I was there. But when I wake up and when I was trying to go out, there she comes, great. She said, where do you come from? I've been looking for you. I think she even beat the hell out of me. I've been looking for you all over. Blah, 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 blah. I think she was promised a fortune by my grandmother. Anyway, they take me to the taxis. And then I was watched there. They told the taxi driver, this one doesn't want to go. Make sure you watch over her. I couldn't even go for a loo. I couldn't even go. You know, I was that person in the taxi. They said, watch over that one. And that was it. I went to Alice. I stayed there. That's the story of me going from PE to Alice for good. Have a lovely day. And make sure that you subscribe to those who have not. Share and like the page. Thank you so much. God bless you.